All right. Hello and welcome to the December Abusecartoons Livestream. Is my audio working? Yes. Nothing else is working very well. I have very old glasses because I left my other ones at the office. So it's not going great, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. We'll see if I can make out what's going on. So I hope everyone's doing good. It's Christmas Eve in Japan, which is Christmas in Japan. They don't do anything Christmas Day. It's not a national holiday, so everyone's at work. And this is the night that all the restaurants are booked, so people go out to dinner. And I think kids get their gifts on Christmas Eve as well. So it's, yeah, the camera's higher in a new weird situation. Everything's a little bit scrambled around, so please bear with me. Looks like my audio is working. Let me know if anything is wrong. Everything's a little crowded, isn't it? I kind of moved some stuff around. Let me shrink the chat a little bit. This over. Maybe shrink me a little bit. It's a little bit too much of that. Yeah, give some more. Give Photoshop some more space here. There we go. So I don't have a lot from the convenience store, but I do have a simulation of what Christmas dinner is like in Japan. And it's not going to be impressive. It's very half-assed. But it'll be funny to see. All right. There we go. Nice, dude. Yes. Yeah, it's a weird Wednesday Christmas and everything. What's good is this year, the New Year's holiday is in the middle of the week as well. So that means people get almost like 9 days of holiday. Usually they, can get just bits and pieces, like a few days and then the weekend, and there's days of work in between. But for some reason, the way that it works out and some of the national holidays kind of align to give everybody a nice long holiday. So I think a lot of people will be traveling because they don't have to be back for work. So that will be a nice thing. But in the meantime, try to figure out what to do here. I've been doing a few holiday cartoons since December started. Whoops, come on. There we go. So we'll take a look at those in a little bit. Yeah, so maybe not a super long stream today, but I wanted to say hello over Christmas and confuse everybody on the Upturned Table channel why I'm drawing cartoons. Yes. Yeah, too many things. I feel like I want to start a different channel for everything I'm working on, but it's not possible to create enough content or build enough audience. And you see that a lot, people starting new channels to kind of like break up their game streaming or whatever onto something else and then begging people to come over. So I know that's not going to work very well because I can barely get a channel monetized. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know. Too much line work, I think. A little busy. But let's hope everyone's doing good. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, you've been missed. I'm glad to see you in the chat. People were asking about you. Yeah, hopefully everyone is. I guess it's the 23rd, but maybe this is a travel day. I can't even imagine what that's like. Just traveling in that, weird October time, like early October, I think, that I was traveling was miserable enough. Literally, every flight I was on was full to capacity, and yeah. I do not want to do that anytime soon. Which is a shame because it's the only way I have access to family. Well, and I guess, because of the size of America, that's everybody's everybody's problem is, unless they're going to drive for multiple days, which I think some people have started doing. It's a little bit crazy because of the, unpredictable weather. You can really run into some bad situations. Because I remember just, I don't know why. Oh, I guess, yeah, just driving in the Midwest, between Illinois and Ohio, like between Chicago and my folks back east, barely back east. It got a little dicey some years where you just be, it was kind of whiteout conditions. You were just kind of snowed in, or you could just drive very, very haphazard, a very, unpredictable. This is all getting too weird. In a very dangerous way when you're only seeing white and you're not seeing the edge of the road, and you're just hoping that you see brake lights before you get too close. Did a lot of that. All right, I'm trying to some kind of like alcohol in a Christmas tree shaped bottle. I don't know. This is going nowhere. Oh, there's the star still. That's good. Oops. So, yeah. Yeah, so this is the beginning and end of Christmas. And actually, Christmas ended here about a week ago. I mean, people are just done with Christmas shopping and Christmas. Unfortunately, Christmas music goes on up through tomorrow, I think. So that's a little brutal. Oh, and I don't remember this being in the rotation previously, but I've been hit up in a few stores or walking streets or whatever with the Sakamoto song from Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, that David Bowie film, with that piano song as a Christmas song. And for me, it sounds it's very recognizably, kind of Japanese, and definitely, but I guess because of the theme and the last line of the movie is Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence. And that's Takeshi, I'm getting their word order wrong. Kitano Takeshi, pretty famous actor. He was really young in that, because I think that was in the early 80s or something. But yes, so that's a Christmas song now. So I guess so is the Die Hard, the Beethoven. Oops, no, I'm on the wrong layer, aren't I? The Die Hard Beethoven song, the Ode to Joy. That's a Christmas song as well, too, because it's in a Die Hard Christmas movie. Yeah, there was some stupid internet thing going on about additional stuff that can be included. If you're going to extend it to Die Hard, it gets pretty insane. Oh no. Yeah, that was in upstate New York. Trash was a real scam too. You had to buy tags, these adhesive tags for every bag you threw out, and they weren't cheap. They were so it ended up being like $2 or $3 a bag, no matter kind of what size. And then the scam started happening where people would steal the tags off of your bags, and then your trash would just get left there. So yeah, that became really a pain in the ass. So that was instituted like right when we got there. Yeah, the only good change they've made here is they require bags that you have to pay for, but they're very cheap. They're like, probably less than 25 cents a bag, and that includes a fee, the bag, and then, whatever they included pickup fee is, but they're real heavy plastic, so animals don't bother them, because that's a big thing out where we live is crows and raccoons and tanuki and whatever, pulling stuff apart if you put it out too early. So that's actually been a big improvement, because people will go, to the dollar store to buy their, kitchen trash bags, and then they'll put all kinds of disgusting stuff in it, and then it just gets thrown everywhere if they put it out overnight by the animals. Now let's do a too big star. But yeah, that's been the only change that hasn't felt like a total ripoff, because then improve the quality, and probably less work for the the garbage men, and it's all men here. There are very gendered jobs in Japan, because when those bags burst open, they have to spend the time scraping up and getting up all the stuff off the street, so it slows down their route. All right. Yeah, I keep wanting to put too much detail into things here. It's weird. Come on. And the shortcuts aren't working well. There we go. It looks like some disease. Oh, nice. They're going to play Die Hard in the theater. Oh, that's great. I love that Die Hard theme song. That Beethoven writes a good action movie climactic song there. A good vault opening song. Nice. Yeah, I noticed that they're doing that in Japan too. What was that I just saw? Something that I was surprised was back in the theater, but I think they're doing that to get people, and especially like older people, like the generation of people that still prefer stuff in the movie theaters. They're getting them to, go see stuff that, you'd want to see in the theater. What was it? I can't remember. Yeah, but that was a kind of COVID thing here. There were no new movies coming out, so they just replayed like Back to the Future and Lord of the Rings, and just kind of crowd pleaser stuff. Yeah, so I was just looking, and I saw the kind of funny random stuff. Yeah, we don't get the frustrating thing. There's a lot of interesting like indie horror and stuff that's been coming out recently, and we don't get any of that here. The distribution is just for the kind of big mainstream stuff. Some art house stuff makes it here, but very short runs and very limited. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of trailers for stuff I'd like to see. I don't know if we're going to get Nosferatu. That comes out on Christmas Day, I think, in the U.S. or in North America. That would be my Christmas movie. Was it Eggers? Was it Robert Eggers? Nosferatu. All right, there we go. Where's this? But yeah. I forget what it was. There was something just recently that I was surprised was in the theater. But sometimes it's obviously for the older crowd, because it's it's like at before noon, so like 8, 9, or 10 a.m. and it's a single showing in the day. So I think it's definitely for an older crowd. Oh, how about, let's see, I'm not going to be able to draw convincing octopus, I don't think. Or maybe like a seashell. What's this? Okay, that's the hat. This is the tree. So what layer are those little bumps on? I guess I can redraw those. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing good. Yeah, it'd be great to hang out with some family over Christmas, but it's always we gotta wait for New Year's for that. But it'll be nice. Hopefully everyone can relax a little bit more. It's been a rough year, business-wise and everything here, economy-wise. So I think people could use a short break. All right, so they're on their own layer. What layer are those little bumps on that I drew? Where are these things? Okay, there we go. Oh, they're on the background. Jeez. That's why the background got picked up. Okay, well, let's redraw them on another layer. But yeah, it's funny. I will not miss 2024. A lot of unpleasant shit this year. A lot of nice stuff. A lot of nice online games. But also a lot of shitty personal stuff. Let's try to do this the right way. There we go. Okay, there's our little Christmas bumps. But yeah, so we'll see. The 2020s have really been garbage. I can't believe. I guess they got bad. I guess it was Prohibition and the Great Depression, so they weren't great 100 years ago. They were good for a little while when all the opium was available. Nice. Oh yeah, I've seen some glass ornaments, and I've seen like at the really expensive kind of boutique Christmas places, the hand blown, the balls. What are they called? The spherical Christmas. Yeah, what are those called? But yeah, I've seen they make the glass ones still. Yeah, we had a really nice, not really nice. I'm sure they were from Kmart, but I remember as a kid we had a nice set of those. They were very fragile, and one always dropped off the tree, and we almost always had hardwood floor, so I hit the hardwood floor and shattered. So every year we lost an ornament, and the inside was, silver. And the outside was like, some color over the silver, so red or blue over the silver. But that was always very, like literally, very nervous. Time is hanging the ornaments that could shatter, and plus we had the the incandescent Christmas lights that got so hot that as soon as the tree didn't have enough water, it was definitely going to burn your house down. Oh wait, I'm gonna try to let me see, like a seashell. I can't even picture like a conch shell shape. I'm gonna have to cheat and look on Google or something. I can't even picture. Oh, yeah, that's why, because it is very complicated. Let's see here. I'll try to do... Yeah, like this. And then the spiky parts. Yeah, I still don't think I got it here. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I want to draw a seashell. Let's not do that. What's another? My first thought was an octopus. Let's see how terrible that looks. Oh, it should be maybe more... No, this is even worse. What else is a weird, inappropriate thing to put on top of a... I don't even know. These don't even look like they're made of. What they're made of. Yeah, because the thing that I thought that was funny is a star looks like a starfish. Yeah, maybe no stars. Yeah, maybe I'll go back to my liquor bottle idea. Yeah, but I remember glass ornaments, and then everything became plastic and dollar store. Of course, there is still like ridiculously expensive handmade stuff, but who knows whose hands have made those? I'm sure prisoners in some country. All right. Well, maybe. So you never needed more than one novelty liquor bottle. There we go. Ain't that something? Oh yeah, Patrick. Yeah, I can't believe. Without looking, I couldn't even visualize a seashell. That was funny. Yeah, this has been a really bad year for me creatively too. I've done nothing. I mean, I keep meaning to do the next domestic abuse compilation. That doesn't happen because I have to go back and remake all of the books that I've ever done if I, want to release a new one, because I've totally changed the system. So yeah, it's just like as soon as I hit that obstacle, I'm like, okay, no, I'm not gonna do that right now. And as far as doing anything new too, let's do that darker. Doing new, I've just had no. I thought it was okay, but definitely not creatively productive. I kind of lost a lot of. That's too lit. Yeah, I lost a lot of motivation. It's been a weird year. So I had time to do stuff and just no way, no, not capable. All right, so we'll do these in 2 silly colors. So thank you, Matt, for getting me to draw things this year. Otherwise, I don't think I would have. I don't know what that is. Probably just had to force myself, like, commit to some, or, like do freelance, like doing freelance stuff, commit to something just so I had to get it done, because otherwise just, yeah. Oh, come on. There we go. It's hard to get motivated. Yeah, it's weird. I definitely admire people that, stay productive and creative until the very end. Because I'm already running out of inspiration and reasons to do stuff. I guess this, the cartoon keeps me doing something, but not particularly satisfying. All right. There we go. Yeah, and that's why, this became a monthly thing, because it was just not doing it weekly. Just spend so much time spinning my wheels. All right. Something like this, and then we'll make it really shiny first. Oh, I guess, yeah. First we can use just the white, I think. Yeah, that'll be enough. Jeez, let's not do that. Yeah. Then we'll go back with some really bright white. Yeah, sorry if that's really jarring on the stream, because I don't realize for me it's jarring, and I can't imagine if you're watching the actual screen and have it just jump like that. How weird that must look. I'm not doing it intentionally, I promise. Alright, and then put some really bright highlights. I watched did you watch the finale of Dune Prophecy yet, Matt? I don't want to spoil anything if you didn't. But I don't know if that show deserves a second season. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. It was a little too soap opera-y. Oh yeah. I'll do some shirts. That'll be fun. That'll be inspirational. I'll do some nice designs for the shirts because I have some, dot screen patterns and stuff that would look extra cool, like on a black t-shirt and stuff. That'll be awesome. But yeah, I don't know. There was an interesting, I don't know where the interview was, but I heard a clip of did I already talk about this? Probably on something. Something when I've been talking. It's on. But I don't remember where it was from, but the discussion of television versus film. And we're getting so tricked by that now because the budgets of streaming series make them look like films, and they've got actors that were previously only film actors. That line is getting really blurred because people are reprising their roles from movies in streaming series like idiots for no good reason. But I don't know, maybe they can't, maybe the paycheck is just too good or maybe they can't say no at whatever part of their career they're in. But he made the point that streaming shows and even like HBO shows or whatever, for the most part, and I think there are some exceptions, but for the most part, you enjoy it at the time. It's much more like junk food. You get to know the characters and you follow what's going to happen next, And some shows in a season, or like really good shows, have an arc, have a narrative arc in an episode. Most don't. It's just this happens, then this happens, then this happens. But you follow, because you want to see if they're going to get killed or whatever is going to happen. There's some tension or questions there that you want answered. And, but, oops, sorry about that. The difference between that and films is there are moments and there are climaxes and there are emotional things in films that after you see them, they stick with you forever, and you could repeatedly watch them and be affected by them and want to see that again, want to have that experience again. And streaming series and television series rarely do that. I think the big exception to that is Sopranos. I think the way that the Sopranos was written, each hour episode was very filmic and had a really satisfying arc. And the thing that they started doing that was so cool is the A story, the B story, and if there was like a C story or whatever, anything that was happening to the characters had a theme. There was like thematic resonance between the things that the different characters were going through. And the creators said they kind of accidentally stumbled onto that. That kept happening when they were planning episodes and things. But there are moments in that show that just have stuck with me that I'll just never forget, or ends of episodes that just like have such power. And you don't see that much in streaming because they're just going for making an interesting character or something you identify with or somebody that looks like you or whatever, and then making them go through their wacky adventures, just like a soap opera though. So the motivation is the same reason you're watching a soap opera is the same reason you stick with those streaming shows. But soap operas are shoestring live TV. It used to be live TV productions being written and memorized like the day of shooting. Oh, cool. It got approved. Yeah. Dune got approved for a second season. Yeah, they left some stuff unanswered. Yeah, sexy stuff didn't feel like Dune. That's true. And needing to create an origin story for the Bene Gesserit abilities is unnecessary. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Endo did a good job. That's true because I really did enjoy following what was happening with those characters. I didn't watch enough. I didn't watch get through a whole season of Tokyo Vice, and I haven't gotten past the first episode of Severance. It just caught me off guard as like, okay. I think it was a scene. The guy's trying to leave and he keeps coming back in or whatever. I'm like, okay, okay. I don't know. It just caught me completely wrong. It's one of those things I got to go back to. But so the one thing that made me realize that too is I've been enjoying the Shrinking show. The guy that did Scrubs, I think, is the showrunner for Shrinking. It's like Harrison Ford and then the guy from Forgetting Sarah Marshall. He's been in a lot of other stuff, but that's the only thing I can remember him in. And he looks almost as old as Harrison Ford in that. But I realized that I was enjoying the characters and everything, but it is very soap opera. It's just like, oh, happy to see them again. What's going on with them? But that just, they can't quite get there with the resonance. They try to, because it's about, the main character. You find this out right away, so I'm not spoiling anything. But the main character's wife dies before the beginning of the series. So you've instantly got that thing. And they just can't ever, do anything that great with that. But the writing's really funny. The writing's really like, looks like it's all shot in Pasadena and everyone's like, fuck you, but oh, you're great. That weird kind of contradiction between, yeah, we're always friends, but fuck you, I hate you. That kind of thing. Yeah, I should give Severance a chance. Yeah. And the were they hinting at with that nanotechnology thinking machine virus, were they hinting at the origin of the litany of pain? The I must not fear, fear is the mind killer, because the way that they said fear stimulates this nano machine or this virus thing or whatever. Is that what they were like going for? Because they don't need to, and I don't know if the books, I don't remember the books doing that, the Brian Herbert stuff. Maybe they did. But that's stupid if they're going to have to go back and try to explain everything, because that makes it very uninteresting, yeah. But as soon as they said, oh, it's stimulated by fear and you can't fight it with your power or your anger. And then they had that, the end scene. I don't know. That's silly. Yeah, but I got to watch it. Yeah, I liked the actors in Severance and everything. It's just like the little thing that they did, the little gimmick. I was immediately like, nope. I don't know why. And it's so funny because stuff does catch you. Because I hated the first episode of Shrinking. I really hated it. It's like it was just too cute for its own good, and it was, it's Southern California people that instantly turns me off. But you get over that pretty quick. All right. Christmas what? Books, stories, fireplace. Yeah, so we'll see. And I still haven't watched the second season of Silo. I'm wondering if that's how good that is. Oh, and I read, did you see that, Matt? That Apple is doing the kind of anti-Netflix thing where they've already committed to, we're going to do the whole series of, if you're going to do a season, a book for Silo, we're going to commit to producing the whole thing. There's not going to be any of those like, 1 or 2 seasons and cut you off and screw you kind of things. They committed to producing the whole story. I don't know, and I don't know if the book series has ended or not. But I was happy to see that. That was very cool. All right, let's try like a bow. Yeah, that was cool because that's so frustrating, and it just becomes trash littering up their apps, their platforms, when they have these unfinished, because they can't promote those then. If they've like cut those off like mid-sentence, they can't promote those series and expect you to not you have such a sour taste after getting into it and finding out there's no more of it, that you continue your subscription. I think that would be a turnoff. All right. Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. I think they still haven't figured out what streaming is anyhow. It's just, let's make an 8-hour high budget, low quality movie. I'm sure whoever is like figured out how to launder money from that is doing well, but anybody else, like I think what's his face? The comedian that was briefly on Saturday Night Live and had a ton of odd comedy movies. What is... I can't believe... I hate trying to think of people's names on the spot. Adam Sandler. Yeah, Adam Sandler definitely figured out how to game the system with getting people to produce streaming movies for him. But yeah, I don't know if anybody else has benefited quite as much. Well, obviously, if they keep doing it, obviously they have. What's going on here? But yeah, we'll see. Oh, I think that, yeah, shoot. I got to recalibrate the tablet. It's a little off. Yeah, metabolizing poison, the voice, and the fear mantra. Yeah. Adam Sandler is a legend. Adam Sandler is very funny, but that thing that he's been doing recently, where like the grown-ups and a lot of the stuff that he's produced recently for the streaming companies, it's so half-assed. But no, yeah, Adam Sandler is very funny. One of my favorite movies of all time, which has Valia Harkonnen in it. Punch Drunk Love is easily one of my favorite movies of all time. That was an amazing performance, and it was kind of a comedy performance. It was just so odd, but yeah, I love that movie. So always like Adam Sandler because of things like that, and also the 90s, is it 90s? Yeah, his 90s comedies. But something happened. I think the first time I was like, ooh, maybe no more Adam Sandler was that Click movie or whatever, that weird TV remote time travel thing. I was like, okay, wait a minute. I don't know if he cares anymore. Yeah, that's funny. But my wife is a fan of like 50 First Dates and stuff. That's Adam Sandler, right? That's Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler. Yeah, she likes a lot of his stuff too. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't like that when you see somebody just like, and that was the same until we knew the medical problems that Bruce Willis was going through. It was really weird what he was doing in all of these like strange movies that he was in for 10 minutes and he got top billing, was getting top billing, and those, what did Red Letter Media called them, like, what did they call them, a geezer? What? There was some like old man joke, like using, stars that were too, I think that stopped. But I never see, because I think those are being produced for things when like Redbox and that stuff still kind of existed. I don't know if there was another way for them to make money with that kind of gimmick. Yeah, that was kind of weird. And that sucks that was the end of his career. Like if you look up chronologically, his filmography at the end, it's like, woof, what's going on? All right, so things becoming gifts. Yeah, can I draw something that looks like it shouldn't be a gift? Yeah, I already did the joke where like holiday looking clothes on the floor don't count as Christmas decorations. Let's see if I can do the same. But yeah, but I mean, I guess if you can if you can make it work, you can't what is it? You can't be too angry at somebody taking advantage of a broken system, or at least cashing in on their reputation. Yeah, the calibration is totally off. I want to lock this layer. There we go. Final Cut Pro wants to use 170 gigs of space to add. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was getting that. That's my frustration with Audacity. Because Audacity saves like undo files and stuff, so it just like makes, takes a couple hours of audio and makes it like, multiple gigs. And so storage wise, like recording stuff every week, the storage requirements got out of control. And other audio applications don't do that because they save versions differently. So yeah, that kind of stuff is really frustrating. And just, constantly investing in what is it? external hard drives, and having them fail, and having things back up to cloud services, and then when you need to download big files, it takes a day. Like some of these cloud services are such a joke, because if you want to download anything large, it wants to zip everything up and it wants to download it. The connection for downloading is so poor that they give you, because they don't make money, from you doing that. That just costs them money, so they don't want you to get in the habit of that. So, let's just get rid of this. Yeah, so I've had some bad experience trying to save stuff that I had backed up on clouds and on cloud drives, and just not being able to get them down. Crazy. Yeah, Matt's a Happy Gilmore fan, and yeah. Oh, that's right, because he had a really long run of those movies, like Little Nicky, and there was a bunch of stuff he produced, just random kind of funny ideas. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I really want to see the sisterhood be more than just the school of two opposed factions, and I don't know. Yeah, and I don't like necessarily the order that they told this story. I think there's a better way to do that. I don't know. Yeah, it's good. It's good to hang out. Hey, Agent Carolina. Merry Christmas. Or Merry Christmas Eve, wherever you are. Okay, so making things into Christmas gifts that aren't gifts. Yeah, we'll do that. So better. So maybe just like some canned food or something. Something a little stupid. Yeah, I'll have to do some masking here. Yeah, but I really am having trouble being hard on the Dune series because their source material is not good. It's like doing a Star Wars, or like a Predator movie or something based on like Dark Horse comics or something. It's like it's not a great idea, and we're gonna have to make this work. Oh, wait. Okay, I'm looking at let's get rid of these ribbons for a second. Just draw them without. Yeah, it's funny. It'll just be nice if things slow down with streaming and we get less but higher quality stuff. Wouldn't mind that at all. But then it's really hard to justify because if they keep raising the rates and there's like only one show every like 6 months worth watching, it's going to be hard. Oh, actually, that wouldn't be open, would it? It would have a lid on it. Let's do that. Yeah, make this a plastic lid. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody did a trailer compilation for next year on YouTube. There's a lot of weird stuff coming out. That they cut the trailers really short. They cut all the cards for the production companies and stuff off. And is that one just called Survive? It was like a funny gimmick. I think it was just called Survive. Movie. Oh, is it already out? Maybe it's already out. Oh yeah, maybe it's already no. Oh no. Oh yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. So it was late, late to the party with it. But that was a funny idea. The something happened, some sort of event where the oceans just move. So this family's out in a boat having a family birthday celebration, and then just the ocean moves. And so they have to traverse basically a desert and mountains to try to escape being stranded. And then, but the ocean's coming back. So that's a funny gimmick. And, now we can easily do that can convincingly do that with CG. So that caught me off guard. I was like, oh, that's funny. That might be actually funny to watch what they do with it. But they may, if it's a Blumhouse film or something, they may blow the premise. But I thought that was pretty funny. The ocean moved. All right. So something like this. Let me fix this. I guess that came out this year, yeah. I thought those were all 2024. Or 2025. I thought they were all next summer. Yeah. Survive. So a couple celebrates their son's birthday in the middle of an ocean on their boat. A violent storm hits and brings up hungry creatures from the depths to fight for their survival. No, that's a really bad description. That's IMDb. Wow. Yeah, there's some kind of phenomena, some kind of cosmic phenomena, and it just moves the ocean. All right. And what's another about bread? How about a loaf of bread? There we go. Yeah, the calibration's really bad on the tablet. I don't know what happened. But as you can tell, it doesn't affect my drawing. That's mysterious. Try this again. Oh, what'd you guys think of the 28 years later? I don't know about as an idea. I don't know how good it's going to be, but I love that trailer with the Boots, the dramatic reading of the Boots poem. That really got me. I was just like, what the hell is that? Like, where is this from? Oh, let's do a twist tie. Not one of those tabs. That worked really well is ramping up the tension and kind of freaking you out. A poem about going mad marching across Africa. All right. Yeah, and I guess I didn't know that, but I gotta redraw that. 28 days later was kind of screwed. The streaming rights and stuff were kind of screwed up. Actually, maybe it's okay because I'm putting the bow over it. Sony had kind of screwed up the rights for that, so nobody had it. It was really hard to find. So, but that trailer made me want to, or made me go back and rewatch 28 Weeks Later. All right, and yeah, let's. Oh, yeah. That doesn't sound fun. But good to have, yeah. Oh, this is not great, is it? Good to have you back. There we go. I don't think the joke's going to come across. Why am I drawing everything at almost 100%? That's weird. All right. All right. What else we got here? Two more. Feels like too many more. Wow, it's already 2. Wait, where's the... There we go. Okay. Oh, yeah, maybe I'll take a break. Yeah, that might be good. I seem to be running out of energy here. So let's switch over. I found a really funny background for this. So let's just switch over to, before it gets any colder and or warmer, let's switch over to Christmas dinner. I'll show you a simulation of Japanese Christmas dinner. All right, so it's not a convenience store. It's a Christmas sale in front of a store, like I guess it's like a shopping mall, you know, like a shopping mall shop. And the F word, as you can see, is not forbidden in Japan. It doesn't have the same kick. So Christmas sales are fucking 20% off. I thought that was pretty funny. All right, get some attention. Oh, I guess this is after Christmas sales. That's right, because that's what they do is the first of the year, beginning first of the year, to get people back in the stores. All right, so Christmas Eve is the holiday now, right, that we're celebrating here. And how do you do that? Well, the first thing you do that with is fried chicken. And 7-Eleven had some fried chicken. So just these little, like this is Christmas dinner. And KFC and a couple of the other fast food restaurants do like big boxes of chicken and French fries. I should have done French fries too, but cold French fries are even worse than cold fried chicken. So here you go. Here's Christmas dinner. So Christmas parties, I guess like a family party or friends party is what people have. So they just sit around eating boneless chicken, or I guess, you know, regular fried chicken as well. I didn't get the spicy one, so I didn't know how spicy it was going to be. But I'm surprised the package isn't Christmassy. Maybe they ran out already. But you can pre-order a big bucket of KFC or whatever. So look, I'm eating Christmas dinner. This is what Christmas dinner looks like here. French fries and fried chicken. It's similar to like a Valentine's Day. I think I've talked about before. Similar to like a Valentine's, because there's an expectation if you're dating someone, they'll take you out to a nice dinner and may even propose, depending on like where you are in your relationship. So Christmas Eve is romantic, and Christmas Eve does involve proposals, similar to Valentine's Day. Yeah, it's pretty normal color. It could be my, I cranked up my gamma stuff, so it's pretty ugly color, maybe. But, yeah, this is very standard. The boneless fried chicken they have here, the convenience stores, and then a lot of the fast food do that here. So it's hard to get a reservation tonight at any restaurant, but actually, people have stopped doing stuff out. People after lockdowns and stuff have stopped wanting to go to crowded restaurants and stuff. And here is the second part. So you get your Christmas chicken, your fried chicken, not even roast chicken. And then that's followed up by a strawberry shortcake. This is even more yellow. This is keying out a little because it's gold. It's on a little gold thing. So they're usually pretty small too, because everyone just gets one piece and then they're kind of done. But they're these little strawberry shortcakes, and usually they have like a marzipan Santa or something on the top. But one piece very much, oh, it smells really good. That's the thing they've been really good at doing at the convenience stores. The desserts are pretty amazing. The quality is much better than it needs to be. But see the little strawberry dusted with confectioner's sugar. And yeah, so there's usually decorations, little marzipan snowman and Santa and stuff on a bigger cake with little, Christmas trees and stuff. But this is it. Like, this is the, everyone expects to have to eat this, and everyone expects to eat fried chicken as well. And that is Japanese Christmas. I'm not sure when it started. And people nobody has an oven big enough to roast a turkey or even a, okay-sized chicken. So people aren't roasting chickens or even roast beef or anything. They're getting it all pre-done. I'm going to make a huge mess here. But let's try. I just have to know. Look at my convenience store fork too. So look, we're having early Christmas. Actually, it's the correct day for Christmas. I'm just not having it's earlier for dinner. It's surprisingly good. That's really weird. Like, 'cause sometimes they make the cake too sweet. Like maybe for like the kids style cakes, the yellow shortcake is really, really sweet. Yeah, the Japanese cakes and pastries and stuff, they tone it down in such an interesting way. I don't know if they're removing butter or sugar or what, but they're just really light and like perfectly, like for an adult palate, maybe not a kid's palate. It's just perfect. And I'm eating the strawberry because I don't have to share. But yeah, this is this is Christmas dinner. Or reasonable facsimile. But it's funny, and I guess very depressing, actually, that you can get Christmas dinner for one. I could get us some fried chicken and stuff after work, my little piece of Christmas cake, and sit in my studio apartment in my middle age and stare at the wall and wonder where things went wrong. But instead, I can sit alone and talk to you. But yeah, for some reason, the desserts here are really satisfying because they're really nice quality and they aren't too sweet. Like the chocolate and everything is like amazingly. I think it's because the Japanese palate, but then also they're taking from multiple influences, like French and German and maybe like even American styles of pastries and things. So it's always really good. Yeah, so here's your little strawberry shortcake. And actually, that's about $4 for that little piece of cake. So a whole cake, a nice quality one, a whole cake is about $30 here. But it's not, it's not bad quality. Like the fruit is really good. Everything in it is really nice. But yeah, $4, $4.29 with tax. I guess though with the exchange rate, it's less than that. But yeah, so that is like basically it. And the strange thing that's happened is there's traditional New Year's food here, and a lot of it is meant to be prepared and then left to be eaten cold as leftovers over like the 3 days that the country is like closed for the holiday. People have been kind of rebelling against that and ordering, dinners like, catered or pre-made dinner type things for their events. But then also the chicken places, the fast food chicken places, have been saying, "Oh, wasn't fried chicken good at Christmas? Well, you could have it again at New Year's." So they're trying to like recycle that whole thing again. So you'll see people in Christmas sweaters eating fried chicken, and then you'll see the more happy family New Year's things and say, "Hey, why not fried chicken again?" It's horrible. It's really horrible. So it's it's a funny kind of half attempt to do stuff. And kids, it's probably changing now, but kids get one Christmas present, and very often it's not even wrapped. Oh, yams and marshmallows. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's so many things like that I miss from the big holiday dinners in the U.S., like all the, family recipes and stuff you'd have every year. Yeah, making some of those dishes here, like the, green bean casserole with the mushroom soup and the French onion, the onions on top. That would be like space food. For a lot of Japanese, they would have no idea what that was. Oh. Good luck, Matt. I hope the PC stuff goes okay. Yeah, and I think it's just the color, just like Coca-Cola, like, it's like, hey, we're red and white. Let's be Christmas. I think strawberry shortcake found its chance to become the default Christmas cake. But it's available all year around. You can get a nice strawberry shortcake almost all the time. And I think it's because, surprisingly, a lot of Japanese people don't like chocolate. So you can't always just get a chocolate cake and expect everybody to have some, but strawberry shortcake is a bit more of a crowd pleaser. And of course, everybody hears about pleasing crowds, about the group's desire. Yes, she's working. It's not a holiday. Yeah, so, it's a half day, or not quite a half day, but it's a short day. No, she's got to help her dad out this week. Yeah, tomorrow's not a holiday. My daughter's here. She's off from school. Her last day was yesterday, and then she doesn't go back until like almost second week of January. But yeah, it's a work day. Yeah, only if you're a teacher. You're not working, or you're working through Christmas unless you're a teacher, because then the winter holiday usually starts before Christmas. Sometimes I think like Chris from the weekly, I think works today is her last day for the break. But yeah, it's not. And then tomorrow we don't really have any plans. We're not going to really do anything. In the morning, we'll probably open presents. And first, I don't know how he does this, but somehow, a lot of family members send things to us here, send Christmas gifts. And I don't know how my dad gets this to happen, but his stuff shows up like Christmas Eve every year. And I don't know how. I can't. I don't know. He must have somebody that understands the shipping, like the international shipping in from where he is, that can estimate it perfectly. But the delivery guys every year, they're like, they always have to deliver to us, and it arrives every year Christmas Eve. It's so funny. Ever since my daughter was really little, it's been amazing. So he must just ask them what's the last day I can get this so it gets there for the 25th. And they get it right every year. It's amazing. Because I've had, sorry to be chewing so much, I've had stuff take anywhere from like a week to 2 weeks to a month. It's really, really unpredictable. And not during any, season. This is a really busy season, I'm sure, for international shipping. So I have no idea how that's possible. So that was Christmas dinner. A strawberry shortcake and some fried chicken. So KFC, of course, you've seen the KFC Santa. They have the fiberglass Santas out front of the shops, and they put a Santa suit on him because they want to sell chicken. It's really funny, yeah. So it's a mini dinner for everyone. Oh yeah, and a mini Coke too. we had those, so I just grabbed it. I needed some. You need some caffeine. So yeah, so very very brand conscious. Well, it's nice too because there's super recycling here, so they've started doing most of this the PET, the PET bottles, with no labels, so they can instantly, because you had to before peel the label off to put it in the recycling, but now they're printing stuff with no labels, so that's really nice. And for a while, I think I showed one of these on stream. Coca-Cola was always around Christmas doing some weird novelty thing. They had the label, and it had a weird little design where it was, of course, red on the outside, but it was silver on the inside. But you could pull a strip and then pull a tab, and it would fold into like a Christmas ribbon. I think I did one of those on stream. If you go back in December, I don't know, 5 years ago or whatever. I think they had those 1 year, and I think I did one of those on stream. But it's crazy. It just makes like a little, those pre-made, like those factory-made ribbons that you can just stick on gifts. It made one of those out of the label, because they knew you were going to tear it off. So they did some little novelty trick to make you enjoy tearing it off. And then 1 year they did names. They did people's first names, like common first names, because there's only maybe like 100 or whatever first names in Japan. So they did common first names, like printed on labels. They like their gimmicks, and they know their market, so the gimmicks are funny. So yeah, the problem with putting my camera this high is you're just looking at the bottom of my head, or the bottom of my head. Yeah, you're just looking at the top of my head the whole time, because I'm looking down a little bit. I should maybe sit higher. I don't know. So yeah, sorry, I kind of moved my things around on the desk, so it's all new, all different. So 3 things that don't make a snowman, or I already did a snowman joke. Huh. Oh, yeah, my wife was overwhelmed by the amount. So when my Japanese daughter was young, my dad would send like normal Christmas amount of like presents. And she would, because you don't have storage here for anything, she would just be, like, oh my God, what are we going to do with all this stuff? All these boxes showed up and all these presents. So my daughter in Japan got to have that American style Christmas where you get up in the morning and there's the tree, and the tree is like, covered, the bottom of the tree is just like a giant pile of gifts. So we could do that for her. That was really fun, because my wife's family wouldn't do anything like that. They were, more conservative with the, foreign holidays and stuff. And you don't buy gifts for people for New Year's here. You have the otoshidama, the kind of holiday money. So you get like a really pretty, well, sometimes you get like an ornamental kind of cute Japanese paper envelope with some maybe origami or folded stuff. and inside is quite a bit of money, like maybe, and it's meant like not for you to not spend it all, but to go into savings. So depending, like a couple $100 all the way up to like $1,000 if you're like a teenager. And so then people, that's why they have the sales starting after in January, starting in the new year, because they know everyone's got this holiday money like burning holes in their pockets to spend. So they try to move a lot of stuff after the first of the year. So maybe the Black Friday kind of stuff, that phenomenon actually happens in January here. But so yeah, so people don't give gifts as much. That's why I think basically it's one Christmas gift. Like kids get one big Christmas gift. But my wife, was pretty amazed at the excess of American Christmas. And the thing that happens, I think, to all Asian women in America is they, no matter what age they are, if they're 20, if they're 30, if they're 40, someone wants to buy, and maybe specifically a Japanese person, if they need to buy a Japanese person a Christmas present, they buy them something Hello Kitty. I think my wife got like Hello Kitty pajamas or Hello Kitty slippers or something every year, thinking, that's their Mickey Mouse, so she must love it. And also she looks like she's 12, like she looks, young, very young for her age. So it's so funny. I've heard multiple Japanese women say that yeah, from in-laws, foreign in-laws, they get Hello Kitty. You must like it. But it's like giving every American like Mickey Mouse or Spider-Man or something and thinking, this is your thing, right? This is your culture. But it's so funny because it's always like inappropriate stuff. And maybe they just worry like sizes and stuff. Maybe like kid sizes fit better anyhow. And the choices of what to get something with kids in kid sizes is Hello Kitty or Barbie. Yeah, it's funny. Mm. Yeah, but it's a pretty big culture shock. The huge dinners and the amount of gift giving is crazy, and also the opening gifts. That's another thing that they don't do, is open gifts in front of each other. That's why I think Chris asked on the weekly, "Do you want me to open this now?" Because in Japan, you give somebody a gift and then they just take it home wrapped and then they open it later. So you don't watch somebody open a gift. It's a totally kind of different cultural thing. Oh, yeah, let's just do an ornament. And I think I've repeated this like a million times, I think, but I read that that tradition came from kind of supporting graft and bribery, because you can give people gifts and then there's like a little silk scarf or something on top, and then underneath is a bunch of cash, and then instantly they realize, oh, okay, yeah, I guess I have to do something for this person now because they're giving me a bribe. And that's why they don't want you to open it in front of them, because they don't want it to be too obvious. They don't want to have to make eye contact after they've just bought you off. So I don't know how true that is. I mean, that's a Western opinion about that, but I thought that was very funny. But it's very true. Like, you don't expect people to, and it might be changing because kind of Western styles of things become popular on and off. So it might be a little different than it was before. But for the most part, yeah, you just give people something, they're just like, okay, thank you, and then put it wrapped away in their bag or whatever. All right. So let's do a little crack type deal here. There we go. And just to maybe solidify what we're what we're talking about here, we'll do a little more Christmas decoration. Oh, and so that's the other thing that creates is there's a lot more just like obligation, kind of thoughtless gifts here. Just a gift for the sake of a gift. Like someone's not going to buy you a music CD of a band they know you like or something. They don't care. Like they're just going to give you very standard things. So that's why, especially for business, there's a whole tradition of business gifts. If you do business with someone throughout the year, you give them a gift. There's seasons where you give them gifts, and most of the time it's just like a selection of coffees or a selection of beer, like a big box that's just like a bunch of cans of beer or a bunch of jars of coffee or something. And you don't even know if they like coffee or whatever. It's just, you just get them one of those. And if you think alcohol is an inappropriate gift, then you might not do that. But you'll get them coffee or olive oil, getting like cases of olive oil and stuff. It's really funny. You don't even know what someone would do with a case of olive oil, but that's what they get. That's what you get. All right, there we go. Some decorations. So I colored the other ones, right? Nope, not yet. That's right. I ran out of all motivation. These don't have to be too much bigger. Yeah, but kind of American decadence. I think for most cultures is pretty shocking how they do stuff. A little darker for the holly. But we must get that from somewhere. That must come from Europe or the UK or something. But then turned up to 11. Oh, actually, let me do gold. You can't do gold exactly, but like goldish metal for this. Because that's what I remember them always being, like weirdly gold metallic. I don't like that red though. Either brighter or maybe like this. Oh, like that. That's better. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah. It would. It would be like, it's kind of disrespectful to not open a gift. Like if someone took the time to pick something out for you as a gift, and then you're just like, thanks, boom. It would feel really weird. But yeah, there's some reason that's like built in. And I think also because it doesn't matter what it is. Like that's why I like call some of their gift giving thoughtless, is because it doesn't matter what it is. It's like, it's all about the thought. It's the thought that counts. But that's very true here. You don't even care what somebody gave you. They could literally just give you an empty box full of styrofoam peanuts, and you would say, "Thank you. That's wonderful. We have a great connection. We have a great business relationship. We have a great, whatever." It's very funny. Yeah, it's like not about, because I think, I don't know anything but the American perspective, but it is all about somebody saying, "Wow, thank you." And you're like, "Are you sure?" I don't know. Do you mean that really? The thoughtlessness is funny for gifts here, because it's like, why bother? But it's just like, reinforcing some sort of social, contract, some kind of, etiquette obligation, and, reinforcing status and class and everything. It's very funny. All right. Oh, maybe we'll do boom, boom, boom. There we go. Yeah, very funny. Yeah, so that must be if people just like come here for exchange or like, as international students, there must be a lot of stuff. It's like, what the hell? It's just, you have to catch up with, and that kind of stuff, especially during the holidays, must feel very alienating and strange. It's just like, wow, I spent days, shopping for all my classmates, and I give them a gift and they're just like, thanks. Yeah, it's even less thoughtful than socks. Yeah, that's why like the keychain or the refrigerator magnet is the standard, gift from a foreign country. And because it's just like, I don't know what you like. Here's something that everybody can use. And also the what you will see if you come here and then try to buy some gifts, at the if you go to like, Universal Studios or Disney or one of the parks, you'll see all these boxes of cookies, like individually packaged, like, one or two cookies. And those are gifts like to bring to the office or, even to have around your house or whatever. Anybody visits you, it's like, oh yeah, we went here. Here's your cookies. Or if you need to give somebody a gift, you give them a tin or a box of cookies and they just say Disney or, whatever on them, some part of Japan, some, regional part of Japan. That's a very common thing. And feels super strange. It's like, okay, I guess everybody can eat cookies. But it just feels like I don't care at all. Yeah. It has a very funny, lack of caring, about it. Yeah, red. Let's do red and the ribbon can be green. Or should the ribbon should be red, the can should be green, shouldn't it? What's that kind of a Hills Brothers green? I don't know, something like that. Yeah, red is better for the ribbon. All right, I'm gonna make the bread that blue. Oh, maybe yellow. Yeah, maybe that kind of golden yellow. That'd be good. And blue. More royal blue. That'll look kind of a variety. And let's do the window and the bread. The bread window. Nice. Oh, wow. Staying up late. Thanks for, oh yeah, Christmas cookies. Oh, get out of here. Talking about Christmas cookies. Interesting. Yeah, big gift giving, early European fealty stuff. Yeah. Interesting. Mm-hmm. Right. The gift of the Magi. Yeah. Right. Okay, let's see here. Oh yeah, I wanted to do the bread. Oh, no, not like that. There we go. Well, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, that works. And then, oh, right, the can, that little lip on the can to make it look make it look like a metal can. That's way too dark. All right. There we go. And maybe that could just be white, like some sort of label on the coffee. Am I going to be able to do this? Nah. Like this, maybe? Yeah, maybe just something like this. Okay. And bread. There we go. And then we'll just turn that down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so hopefully things will feel more optimistic and I don't know, though. I don't think there's any reason for anything to feel very optimistic, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes. This new year of the snake. Yikes. Yeah, I was thinking for my New Year's card to do like an Ouroboros kind of joke or something, but I don't know, and I think that might not be very, I don't know if it's disrespectful to the Chinese zodiac or whatever. I have no idea. But that was the only thought that I had. Oh, actually do this whole side in shadow. There we go. All right. Yeah, there we go. Or maybe the blue one. Oh yeah, it shows up in the blue. Yeah, some colors, when I do like a white, like 20% white highlight like this, it doesn't show up at all. But both blue and red look pretty good. Yeah, so like the yellow, you barely see it. All right, and maybe just a little bit of white for the can to make it look metallic. And I guess the plastic on the bread, right? Oh, that's right, because that's what the gimmick, the window looks nice when it's very shiny. Okay, that'll do her. Huh. Ah. Yeah, maybe longer this way. That doesn't match. All right, let's do it this way. Yeah, fine. So one more, and we're good. That'll get me through the holiday season, the first week of the new year. Hopefully that'll be identifiable what they're supposed to be. Coffee and bread. All right. All right, one more. What are we going to do here? How can I possibly... Oh, and that's right. This isn't... we're New Year's already. How about a joke about the New Year's being only half over? Ooh, Peruvian food. Nice, nice. Yeah, surprising limited amount of like foreign food in Japan. And I think just because like you can get, there's plenty of Indian, some Korean, well, actually more Korean than you would think. Korean, Vietnamese, a little bit of Thai. But as far as like South American, there's like very rarely even Mexican food here, which is funny because, and maybe that's like going to be changing because I think a lot of the immigrant working populations, a lot of them are coming from Latin America, so that may change a lot. But I think it's just getting the good ingredients here, because I have not had a decent flour tortilla since I've been to Japan. For some reason, they use the wrong flour or something where it's really gummy and weird. It's really unpleasant. So, yeah, maybe that'll change. Okay, so this needs to be New Year. And a joke about a crappy decade being half over. Let's see, how about an exhausted calendar? What? There we go. Wait a minute, I gotta draw this. Actually, I should probably put them on a separate layer. Draw them a little more evenly so you can tell what this is supposed to be. Wait a minute, one more. There we go. All right. This is a very whack. This is a fitting start to the new year here. Very wacky looking first cartoon. All right. First day, middle of the decade, and already the calendar was exhausted. All right. Whoa. What would I do without undo? Okay, and we'll just do some. And yeah, maybe just no. Oops. Bum. All right, and we'll put like maybe just an X already marking the days. Let's try that again. Yeah, there we go. Already completely exhausted. Well, I think the idea is better than the drawing, but we'll go with it. All right. Oops. There we go. Whoa, what did I just do? I was on the wrong tool there. Come on. There we go. Weird. All right, that'll... I think you can kind of tell what this is supposed to be, right? I'm just trying to make it a little glossier. There we go. It's really hard to tell what that is. Oh, wow. This reminds me when I tried to draw a sewer grate. And it didn't make any sense. And the comments were like, what the hell? There we go. Yeah, it already fell off the wall. Oh, yeah, that's what I should do is a little like a broken tack gag. There we go. Already a mess. Oh, did K5 stop by? I didn't see. Sorry, I haven't been. I've been. Oh, I should be paying attention maybe to the combined chat is probably better. It shows everything. Yeah, there's K5. Hey, what's going on here? Yeah, sorry, I didn't see you. It didn't come up in the chat I was watching. Good to see you, K5. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Already worn out. Should I make it? Nah, I think it's as big as it's gonna get. Oh yeah, maybe just with the, yeah, like this. It's pretty subtle. Okay, there we go. All right, well, we've got our New Year's joke. I usually do the 2000 glasses, but I think that joke's done. Okay, yeah. A little bit of everything. Finish off the Christmas. So let's take a look at what I did previously this month. Wait a minute, where is it? There we go. In the comments. There we have it. All right. Let me turn. Am I looking the right way? I guess I'm kind of looking the right way. None of this works anymore. All right. There we go. So this is the most recent. So yeah, this is December 19th. So the season just felt a little off. The snowman thing kind of fell. I don't know if it's supposed to be a real snowman or a decoration, but it just kind of fell apart. If I had better snowman jokes. Oh yeah, let's take a look at the and they will certainly fall further in January. Yes. Fell a little off. It's probably better. Looks like hard times have hit old Frosty. He should set up a Snow Fund Me account and ask for snow nations. Tony's son is out punning all of us. Oh yeah, here's the decoration. So December 17th, they were optimistic that this counted as holiday decorating. Yay, I should be marking these, sorry. I should be marking these so I remember. All right. And Autumn said, you display what you can afford. Just throw your dirty Christmas boxers on the floor. December 12th, candy cones and safety canes were so close to making sense. My safety cane broke the first time I leaned on it, but it tasted good. They're going to have to repaint the candy corn cones. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. And the candy cones really weighed down the branches on the Christmas trees. Nice. What a concept. And December 10th, festive mug hats were especially hard on the marshmallows. Yes, they couldn't get into their hot cocoa. But hot chocolate had an equally difficult time getting out. That's true. It stayed very hot, but oh yeah. Did I draw this one on stream? This feels like... Oh, no, that's right. I did something else, like equally weird looking. So December 5th, no one could accuse them of being AI generated. Yeah, I wanted to make them very handmade, strangely stitched Christmas decorations. December 3rd. Holiday packaging didn't make them any less of a vice. So holiday cigarettes, it's supposed to be beer. So I had to draw some foam on it because it didn't look enough like beer. Cigarettes and beer. Yeah, on November 20th, I think I did this one on stream. The sticky note with separation anxiety affected the entire pad. All right, yeah, I think I got through. Oh, sorry, I haven't been marking these either. Yeah, that's right. I definitely drew these. A Thanksgiving joke. Definitely drew those on stream. I remember Matt talking about the holiday arguments about that canned cranberry sauce. All right, AI jokes, mug hat jokes. All right, so yeah, that was the few for the first couple weeks of December. The stuff you missed. All right, so let's try to write some of these. Here we go. Oh, nice. Good, I'm glad you liked that. Okay, 5. I can't remember. I think I drew the traffic cone. I was trying to figure out how to make a Christmas joke out of it. I'm like, what if it was a candy cone? They were so close to making sense. All right. The holiday, spelled correctly, didn't need to holiday. To novelty. Holiday liquor bottles. Novelty is spelled like that. Oops. Had little use for. Should I say it in a weirder way? And maybe I should bring everything up a little bit. Give me some room here. There we go. The holiday didn't need 2 novelty Christmas tree liquor bottles. No. Yeah, something like that. What's this next one here? Oh, yeah. A ribbon. Oh, actually, the ribbon should have eyes, maybe. Didn't instantly. There's a better rhythm here. Holiday gift. A ribbon. Didn't make everything instantly. Oh, everything instantly. I kind of like that. Didn't make everything instantly a holiday gift. Let's put some eyes on the ribbons, though, just to get more sadness out of it. In the middle? Yeah, this one. It'll work in the middle. Oh, maybe this one, too. Weirdly in the middle. Oh, 1 year of Terry playing with us. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, because he started. What was the first thing? Star Trek, right? Was it when we were doing the D20 Star Trek? That's awesome. That's right, because he had just started playing before the holiday. I remember because I was thinking about gifts for you guys and thought about Dune, and then I'm like, oh, but what if Terry only wants to play Star Trek and then he doesn't stay with us after? So I got him the Captain's Log, the solo version of the D20 Star Trek, because I was like, does he like Dune? Maybe he hates Dune. Right. Okay. Oh, the crack, meaning what is it? Not being around. Oh, that's depressing. I don't want to be like a dead after the holidays joke. He hoped no one could see crack in his holiday cheer, or should it be like holiday the fake, something more fake sounding. Oh, those shadows need to be sharper. They look weird and chunky. There we go. Oh yeah, maybe just holiday cheer. It's his physical body, but it's holiday cheer. The holiday didn't, or maybe Christmas. Let's just say Christmas. Oh yeah. Then I can say holiday liquor bottles. Christmas, spelled correctly, didn't need two holiday There we go. Day liquor bottles. There we go. That's what I wanted to say, but I already said holiday. Holiday. Christmas didn't need two novelty holiday liquor bottles. One was more than enough. Or yeah, one is more than enough better? So one yeah, maybe that's better. One Christmas novelty liquor bottle was more than enough. Novelty liquor bottle was more than enough. And the joke is there's two. Yeah, so that's the thing. I don't do that enough with the cartoon. The thing that I learned that cartoons need to do is you look at the cartoon, you read the joke, then you look back at the cartoon, because the gag is in the looking twice thing. There's the humor is in looking twice. One Christmas novelty liquor bottle was more than enough, but now there were two. One novelty Christmas or Christmas novelty. Yeah, I think novelty Christmas is better. Novelty Christmas liquor bottle was more than enough. All right. A ribbon didn't make everything instantly a holiday gift. He hoped no one could see the crack in his holiday cheer. We're just killing these. Oh no! What happened? Is it everything okay? Okay, yeah, maybe it's okay. Oh, sorry, I'm not drawing. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. I'm writing, and you guys aren't seeing it. Sorry. Well, I was just writing, so I can go through everything again. Sorry, I thought I switched back. It's deceiving because I'm small and in the corner on both screens. All right, so this guy. Thanks for catching that. I totally blanked. One holiday Christmas liquor bottle was more than enough. A ribbon didn't make everything instantly a holiday gift. He hoped no one could see the crack in his holiday cheer and his outer shell. And then this one about the calendar death. All right. Something about half a decade. Yeah, thank you for catching me. Wrong screen. Thank you, guys. All right. All right, so not even halfway, or halfway through the, yeah, way through this miserable decade. Was more than no, not too cliche. Was what? I'm gonna fuss with these shadows, because that's what I do when I can't think of anything. You guys were wondering what I was reading, I guess, huh? Reading to myself. All right. Was more than he could bear. Was more than he could bear. Bear. To bear something. Wait a minute here. I think yeah. It's bear as in the animal, right? Yeah. Not bear as in no, nothing. Yeah, for some reason that doesn't, to bear a burden. Was far more. All right. That's cool. Yeah, I stream, and I still don't understand streaming. Yeah, that's a really good point, Carolina. Is it's like insane that the whole world can do stuff at the same time. I mean, it's different times of day, but like, you know, we're halfway across the world. Because remember the behind the scenes for like the prequel trilogy, where they where like George Lucas was doing like some video conference call with the production crew that was like, you know, they were in Australia or whatever, shooting stuff like the, you know, second unit or whatever. So when they were doing stuff on the other side of the world, they would like kind of just check in when one was ending and one was starting, and they were like, "This is amazing! Everyone is constantly working on this movie. It's so incredible." And now that's just commonplace, and people do it just, you know, for hours. They're 16 hours apart, and they just, you know, sit around together and draw cartoons. It's crazy. Hey, Cyrano, how's it going? Nice. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's really crazy. Yes. If you catch me live, that means you are just waking up. Yeah, it's very funny. It's amazing. Yeah, just a few comments my parents, or my father isn't on social media, but my mother's left on social media make me like that's the thing I still think is such a was such a weird mistake for Facebook, is just to mash everything together, so that your coworkers and your drinking buddies and your family members, like, and distant family members, and then people you just like, you know, wanted to follow because you admired their, you know, comic books or whatever, their acting, whatever it was, are all mashed together. So when you post anything, it's just like you're speaking to a really, really weird audience. I can't believe they thought that would, well, I don't think they cared. They just wanted you to make those connections so that they had that data of how you were connected in the, you know, social web of the world, and so they can market to you and sell to you. I remember reading, this is like ancient news now, but some dating website specifically was buying data from Facebook so that if you wanted to hit on a waitress, or if you're married and going what's that? I can't even think of that term. Going around on there's an expression that I'm not thinking of. But if you're cheating, I was trying to think of something funnier and more old-fashioned. If you're a cheating spouse, you could find out, because of the social media kind of Facebook web of social relations, how many like degrees away any of these people would be from your potential family members or spouse. So you wouldn't date like your sister-in-law's best friend or whatever. It was so shitty. Like, there you go. There's the perfect shit application for all the data that Facebook has been harvesting. A dating app that can tell you, no, not her. She's your brother's, your wife's, co-worker, or nail salon worker or whatever. So sick. All right. So I should do some spell check on this, because I know I've probably screwed something. I wish I had grammar check as well. Could use me some of that. Okay, halfway through this miserable decade was far more than he could bear, like the animal. 2025. So my first cartoon of 2025 is one of my worst drawn cartoons ever. All right. Oh, I spelled holiday wrong. Great. Oh, yeah, I did this. Hold the day. Hold the day. See, I'm glad I did this, because it's more typos, I guess, than misspellings. He hoped no one could see the crack in his holiday cheer. And a ribbon didn't make everything instantly a holiday gift. All right. And except a car, right? Putting a big bow on a car instantly makes it a gift, or a prize in a game show. One novelty Christmas liquor bottle was more than enough. Oh, so they should be frowning. Both of them real. So which one? Already one was not, one was too much. There we go. All right. Oh, was already more than enough. One holiday was already, I think, is what I want to do. But then I need to break the line. Yeah, I think that's closer. One holiday Christmas liquor bottle was already more than enough. But there's two. Johnny Appleseeding. Philandering. Oh, yeah. On the prowl is probably closer to what I was thinking, Matt. Yeah. There's some silly expression, though. Stepping out. I think, isn't that stepping out on your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend? Is that the expression? That was what I was trying to think of. Something like that, like something, quaint and 1940s. But yeah, that was so repulsive. And that's, all they've ever, well, and isn't it coming out now that all the, like Facebook and even Google itself, they're all DARPA funded projects. So these are all like government agency funded projects, because they're like, yeah, if you guys, under the assumption of, catching up with old friends or connecting with your, classmates or relatives, under the guise of that, if you can give us all this data on citizens that, we're not allowed to collect, then by all means. Yeah, that doesn't help. Dark is better. Yeah, please do. Okay, one more time. Yeah, I think I'm probably glad that I didn't have streaming and stuff like that earlier, because I think I would have done a lot less, gotten a lot less accomplished, because you get enough of a, like, oh, I talked to people today feeling from streaming, and it's like, that's just not true. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, and even like Matt and I interviewed a game designer, kind of voice actor guy in tabletop, and I looked at him and talked to him long enough now that I feel like I know him, but we're acquainted, but we would not recognize each other probably if we saw each other in person, and it would be a whole, like, have to reintroduce yourself. It's a very very weird thing, like that those guys that did they did Chronopia. I talked to them. I did an interview for the Upturned table, this channel or the other channel, depending on where you're watching this, on Upturned table, and we talked for a long time. And I feel like I know them, but I don't at all. That's really funny, because like before and after, we just kind of did a bunch of small talk and talked about just personal stuff and family and stuff. And so that kind of thing is so weird, because you can just have phone calls essentially with strangers. But I think people do that too, though. I think like in media and stuff, I bet there are a lot of media people, hosts and interviewers and stuff, that do run into that and do try to capitalize on that. Like, oh yeah, we met before, remember? Like, yeah, that has to be a really weird thing. But that, all that parasocial stuff. And I just know you guys from screen names, except for Matt. I just know everybody from screen names. So it's really funny. So I know a lot of people's personalities from what they write in chat, but yeah. And I know what some people look like, because some people also stream. But yeah, it's really funny. Ribbon didn't make everything instantly. Holiday gift. Okay, I think we did it. Wow, not too bad. Yeah, I thought for sure it was going really slow at the beginning. And usually the writing part is what kills me. And for some reason, I guess the ideas were simple and very Christmassy, so hard to do too much with them. All right, so let's make some FTP friendly JPEGs. Although I don't use FTP anymore, which is really kind of annoying. I don't know why they switched. Well, and what was it? Something I was recently. Oh, the embassy website, American Embassy website, has this like weird Microsoft back end thing, and it I guess they're very worried about identity for American citizens, and you're like logging into websites from foreign countries. And it made you answer 4 security questions that it didn't have you double confirm your answer, like type your answer twice like they do with your email. They make you like usually type it twice. It only made you type the answer once, and it could have been an answer that had a space in it or whatever. And then it instantly made you confirm those after you created the account. Then it instantly made you confirm those just to make an appointment at the embassy. And that took me forever, because I obviously had a typo in one of my answers, and I had to just kind of retry. That was insane. And then once there was enough errors, I saw, it was a Microsoft kind of back end thing. It's like, of course, the American government uses a garbage Microsoft web app or whatever for their security. Of course they do. This is in Dropbox now. Yeah, so stupid. But that really had me insanely frustrated. I don't know why they can't come up with better stuff. And I guess the better stuff is all that biometric stuff, or the that two-factor, like sending a code to your phone. That sucks too. Especially when you change phones and it's, yeah, if you ever decide to go from Apple to Android or Android to Apple, you need to two-factor verify something. Good luck. Hopefully it's better than it was, but I can't imagine. Yeah, but doing all that stuff, I couldn't imagine. I shouldn't even say this. I'm going to curse myself, but I couldn't even imagine having like real problems in a foreign country and having to deal with your embassy to like not get imprisoned or not get sued or whatever you would have to do, that you would have to deal with your country's government to sort it out. I couldn't imagine dealing with that shitty bureaucracy. Yeah, the first time, I forget, I think I was just doing my spouse visa, or I think I was like filing my divorce papers from America in Japan or something. It's some weird thing I had to do with the deal with the embassy. And there was a guy in there, a kid, like he was younger than me and I was just 30, I think. He got arrested and involved in some maybe like light Yakuza-y scam where he was doing some, money laundering or something for somebody. And he was totally freaked out because I think he was tricked into it. He didn't know what he'd gotten himself into. And it was funny. The guy at the embassy was really nice and like, don't worry, it's going to be okay. You're totally got tricked into this, so we'll get this sorted out. But he was freaking out because I guess the charges or whatever are pretty serious, or he lost a lot of money or something. I'll go up. Oh, just sent you. Oh, thank you so much. Malwinius Cyrano, thank you so much from York, all from York. Thank you so much. Oh, I really appreciate the support. That's great. Yeah, I really want to go back to doing the individual factions for Mutant Chronicles. After interviewing the Res Nova guy, I really lost my enthusiasm for Mutant Chronicles. It's just like, it's not in the hands that I want it to be in. I just couldn't feel like, I don't know. There was just something that made me feel a little bit like, oh, shoot, that's too bad. Because Warzone, that means Warzone is, it's fans, but it's, I don't know. Yeah, well, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. And I'm out of Mutant Chronicles books, but I really wanted to do a reading this year for some more audiobook stuff. And I do have the Vor the Maelstrom novel series that I don't think anybody even knows exists, that I may dip into, but that'll probably be beginning of the year kind of stuff. I like doing that over the holidays. It kind of got me on a schedule of recording for December, but there was other stuff going on. Oh, I appreciate that too. Yeah. Thanks for doing that. Yeah. Going through PayPal is awesome because YouTube, they take like 30 or 40, I think it's 40%. They take a huge bite. So thank you so much. I'm so glad you're enjoying those. And I really want to go back to, and the other thing that's frustrating too, it's too tempting, is there's not a lot. I mean, the art and everything, and even like the video that fits well in the Mutant Chronicles universe is limited. So of course, AI video and AI images are so tempting for that, because you could get so much more elaborate and so much more precise looking stuff to support the lore of the world. But that's something too that I've been like, I don't want to go there, but it's like somebody's gonna, and it's gonna be awesome. Like somebody is gonna do some really awesome lore videos. I think they're already Dune or something I saw just recently. Somebody was already doing at least character illustrations that looked really good. But there's, for some of those really big properties like Dune or Star Wars or whatever, there's so many artists that have done great great work that could probably use the recognition more than some, stupid, data harvesting app. But yeah, I really love. I'm kicking around doing a funny, because I've got my old Heroescape set here now, and it made me realize, oh wait, there's 9 squares on the tiles for Blood Berets and the box sets, even the Siege at the Citadel box sets for the Mutant Chronicles, miniatures board games, and Heroescape is the same, kind of 9 9 hexes. So what about converting some of this stuff to do, to play Blood Berets on Heroescape terrain, or even like push it further so you could actually do the skirmish game without measuring, without rulers and stuff. So I'm curious to see. It's eventually coming, but the Warzone Eternal rulebook is coming. But it'd be fun to do, use like statted out like Heroescape, but have basically the rules for a skirmish game, a more complicated skirmish game. And also Vor, the Maelstrom. That was the first one that I thought of, is because Vor the Maelstrom's kind of a dead game. They tried to do a crowdfunder like in 2016 or something, 18, and I think it failed. It was canceled. But Vor the Maelstrom is kind of a mashup world, because it's all the factions that are included are just kind of being sucked up, by this maelstrom and brought, kind of like Secret Wars style. Everyone's being brought to this place and fighting each other. So that was the first thing that I thought of, because Heroescape is such a mash up genre, and now it's all that sucks. The team builder or whatever, the app with the units for Heroescape, it's all like Marvel superheroes and stuff, because that was far more popular than the original stuff that they did, for their game. But I was thinking about doing a video about breaking down how to make that compatible, or how to like respec all of the units for, for the Maelstrom or Warzone, but do it in Heroescape, like simplified Heroescape style, and see if that would work, if it would be satisfying, or just a fun novelty thing. Nice. Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's just in the description. Yeah, and I didn't put. Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's great. Great to know people are enjoying stuff, because it's so hard to because especially like niche hobby stuff doesn't get a lot of views compared to other stuff, and if it's not Warhammer or it's not D&D, you get such a smaller amount of views on stuff. But my books are in there. The Streamlabs is in there. Streamlabs is just a PayPal link. I think, though, does Amazon still have my books? Oh, it still has the domestic abuse one. So this is no longer on Lulu, because because they don't do this format anymore. So maybe Amazon still does, but Lulu changed the paper and all the formatting. So I have to totally rebuild this book if I want to sell it again on Lulu. But excellent. Wow. Thank you. What a Christmas present. That's very, very awesome. Very thoughtful.
The clip.
Sorry. Wait. There we go. Yeah, I've tried to figure out, because I have tried to figure out an alternate monitor thing, because my second monitor is a drawing tablet, so it's not like the best always for when we're doing like the games and stuff. So when I have Discord open, and then also like Roll20 or something. So trying to figure out an alternative for that, but I don't have something better. But the cool thing was I set up the tabletop sounds, what's it called? Tabletop audio. Their sound boards that they have, their sound pads, they call them, on their website. They have buttons to just trigger everything. It's not links. And my tablet has touch touch capability on it. So that was cool. I had that open. Of course, the players couldn't hear it. Only the people in the stream could hear it when we were doing Alien. But I can just touch on and off, just like if it was on an iPad or whatever. I wish, I could get something like that going inside Roll20. They have that for Foundry, but of course Foundry doesn't connect anymore. I can't believe we're using Roll20. Nice. Oh yeah. Vor the Maelstrom is very similar to the Warzone Mutant Chronicles stuff, but it's kind of wacky. Just a bunch of people that would have never met, like a bunch of planets that were hit by this thing called a maelstrom that kind of sucked them into this, like through a wormhole or into this like war world. So they're all trapped on this planet and just, fighting factions, but they're all very new. So there's a kind of some human, some Earth factions, human factions, but then there's a lot of monstrous and alien things. So it's just sci-fi. It's like sci-fi, kind of like early Warhammer days when everyone was trying to come up with a funky kind of weird take on tabletop skirmish, I guess they grew faster than skirmish, but tabletop war games. So it's and the novels. I don't know how good the novels are. Some of the authors are okay, but the Mutant Chronicles novels were great because they've got the named characters, and you got to read stories using those named characters from the game. But Vor, VOR, the Maelstrom, that's been my desktop wallpaper forever, because Paul Bonner did some. Anything that I know about is just because Paul Bonner did the art for it. I've always been like that. Books that I have or games that I like, it's like, oh, I love this artist, and then look into it just because he did some, cover art or whatever for it. But yeah, that's the next thing I'm thinking about. I got to go back and listen to like the tone of that I did those original audiobooks and see if I can find another way to do it, because it's a different setting. Yes. Yeah, website stuff. Yeah, well, yeah, like a Bermuda Triangle. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, and I don't know how the I haven't read enough of that lore to know what the Maelstrom is, if it's just like evil force, or if it's something somebody controls. Nice. But yeah, very good. Yeah. It would be good. Yeah, be good to get that. Good to get some new Mutant Chronicles stuff, because before that died, before the company, the European, or I guess it was a Swedish company, died that was producing that and was doing the game, the Doom Troopers game and everything, card game. They had some neat ideas. There was some really cool concept art and stuff that I think people wanted to do something with, but it never came, because they had like the Lost Tribes of Earth, and they started to do these tribes, these like wild tribes and factions for the moon, for Luna. So Luna was basically Luna City. It was basically like Hong Kong. It was a city that took up most of the planet, and away from the city was nothing. And so they tried to fill in that story before everything kind of fell apart, with tribes of people that kind of organized outside of Luna City. And so that was cool. There were some really neat things that they were kind of suggesting, but yeah, it just the company went out of business. I think everything is owned by Paradox, or that Hero Signatures, now what became Hero Signatures. So the same Swedish company that owns the Conan, Lovecraft, and all the all those trademarks for Europe. I think it's Lovecraft. They do Mutant Chronicles as well. Yeah, I'm blanking on it. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, there was a Paul Bonner. He did a bunch of illustrations for this kind of one of those Ameritrash kind of siege war game. Not war games, but board games. But it was like a siege based kind of fantasy war game. but board game style, kind of come on style, but kind of lots of plastic, and it looked neat. But it's like, yeah, would you be just for the art? I should just get his art books and not keep buying the board games. Yeah, I really love the Mutant Chronicles setting. Yeah, you're definitely right, Wolfram. And it's so funny because when you look back at where Warhammer, like where 40K was and where Mutant Chronicles were, they were on real kind of equal setting. And I think there was something much more interesting because it was like, Mutant Chronicles is not Roman Empire or the Vatican, like it doesn't have, or I guess it has the Vatican, but it doesn't have the Roman Empire feeling. It definitely has the Vatican, but it doesn't have the Roman Empire feeling that Warhammer does. So and I like the setting, it being kind of corporate war and confined to the solar system, corporate war. And the only reason that the corporations stop fighting is when a bigger threat, kind of assails humanity. So I like that setting a lot. And that seems like a bit of we're playing the Alien RPG now, and there's a bit of that in the Alien RPG too. There's like political forces, corporate forces, but okay, now there's xenomorphs, so we're gonna have to combine our resources to not get wiped out. We're battling for resources, but we need to battle for survival. And I liked the smaller scale of the Mutant Chronicles, and and also the relationship with religion, the kind of like tenuous relationship with religion, not the God Emperor kind of idea. Although Warhammer, the 40K made for some interesting fiction, especially 30K, but I still like the Gonzo, a little bit more Gonzo and kind of playfulness of Mutant Chronicles. It kept that, I guess, because they never brought it past that 90s kind of point of development. But yeah, Warhammer takes itself way too seriously now. And I wish there was a little bit of that, kind of craziness and imagination in it. I love how you're playing Hammer. Yeah, as soon as you chose Hammer, I'm like, oh, that's great. That's gonna be good because it's very different from what you've been doing before. Yeah. Yeah, it's very funny. Yeah, and I just think, that's too bad. It was I'm blanking on the name of the company, but it sounds like they just like mismanaged their finances, and they could have, if they had, better people in charge of the money. That we might still be playing Warzone. We might be playing a 10th edition of Warzone right now. Oh man, yeah, it's very funny. Yeah. So tune in. We'll be doing that. What day is that? The 27th? Yeah, we'll be doing that the 27th. Is that? Yeah, in the U.S. Yeah. So the night of the 27th in the U.S., we'll be back with some more Alien, and it's just getting started. I'm kind of letting everybody slowly build, just because. I think that'll be more fun when it starts to get intense. But it's a well structured, well written adventure, like everything that the E.G. Gasca does for Alien. It's real good in its pace. Yeah, it's fun. And it's funny that Alien has like, I guess because of the agendas, there's kind of conflict between the player characters, without having to set a are you with us or against us, kind of like Replicant or Blade Runner kind of thing that Blade Runner does. There's much less moral decision making and more just selfish, kind of selfish motives, or serving your corporate overlords or whatever. Yeah. Oh, nice. dude has no babysitting. Oh, cool. Yeah, so it's really fun. And I think it maybe varies from game to game, but I think the group really locks into some fun character choices, and it's good. I can't believe what you guys can do even with pre-gen characters, even when it's not something that you've kind of come up with. Yeah, you really take and run with some fun stuff with both the whatever the quick start, or the early adventure for Dragonbane, and also for these alien adventures. They're not your characters, but you're like inhabiting them really well. So very cool. Can't wait. Yes, Terry's eyes are rolling over the internet. Yeah, that's fun. Nice. Well, thanks everyone for, this is great. A great holiday hangout. I hope this hit you at just the right time, or, filled in that gap before all the family stuff starts happening. I'm just so glad to not be traveling this season. It was bad when it wasn't busy. I can't imagine when it's busy. And hearing that, that's the thing that made me so frustrated, is how kind of at each other everyone boarding the plane was for that overhead space and the carry-on luggage. And it's made worse by the airlines because there's a bounty on carry-on bags. So certain airlines, and it's probably like the Southwest and that type, but they pay their employees $10 a bag for everyone they can get to check their carry-on bag, just to, I don't know, make it easier, do something, maybe make the deplaning easier or something. But so you can make probably in a day a couple $100 extra if you get enough people. And so I was on one of my legs of my flight, the woman announced they hadn't even gotten half the plane on, and the woman announced at the gate, "We're all full on the overhead. Everybody from this point on has got to check a bag." And I just ignored it and just went on with my bag because I couldn't check my carry-on bag all the way through to Japan. That's insane. So just ignored that. But if that's true, she obviously did that because every bag that someone was stupid enough to walk up with and said, "Oh, you said we need to check this," they're gonna, get some benefit from, possibly $10 a bag. That's so frustrating. It's just very adversarial. Because I had one bag that was overweight, that I had to pay extra for, that was overweight. And they were such assholes about it at every airport, every stage of that. So I can't imagine doing that with Christmas and with kids in tow, and people are bringing babies, and babies have a lot of stuff. It's just the worst. Yeah, absolutely the worst. Well, there's a Merry Christmas for you. But once I heard about that bag bounty that airlines were offering their employees, I was like, of course, make it worse. Just incentivize people's misery. It's so funny. Yes, that's crazy. Nice rules. Oh, are there rules? Are you asking me in Alien? Are there rules for helping your buddy? I have to double check. I don't think so. I think it's just when they do the buddy and rival thing. I think it's just if it comes up in your agenda, you're rewarded with the story points currency. But I don't think there is a specific reward for every time you help them on a roll or anything. Merry Christmas. Yes, Merry Christmas. Nice. Yeah, everybody have a great holiday, and hopefully it carries over into the weekend and you can just relax and not worry about anything except which cookies you're going to. That's okay. That's the hardest thing to not have, is like when you stay with relatives. Certain relatives are really good about this. They have a Christmas cookie table, right? And they have like the server in the dining room or something, the sideboard in the kitchen or something is going to have all the plates of cookies from all the visiting neighbors and friends and coworkers and everything, and you've just got that smorgasbord of insane varieties of Christmas cookies. Is that a Midwest thing? Am I like tipping my tipping my hand? But that's the best, and especially because there's like everybody has the cookie they make, their famous oatmeal cookie, or so they have the kind of place, the areas where I'm from, they have a thing called the Buckeye. You'll never guess what state that's from. They have a Buckeye, and it kind of looks like it looks like a nut, but it's a chocolate center and a peanut butter, or no, it's the chocolate outside and the peanut butter inside. So it's basically a peanut butter cup, but it's a ball, and it has like a different texture, more of a cookie texture inside. Those are great. So I miss all that kind of stuff. But and candy cane cookies and all kinds of stuff. Anything covered in powdered sugar. That's great. Yes, Ohio, Agent Carolina caught me. Yes. Oh man. Yeah, but that's the hard thing to miss, because like I was talking about, desserts are very different here. They do really nice cakes and stuff, but cookies are, they're just like something to have with tea. So maybe it's more biscuit culture here than cookie culture. So less butter, less frosting, less sprinkles, all that stuff. Nice. Peanut butter balls in Michigan. Nice. Excellent. Yeah. The Midwest is great with their cookie culture. I should get a degree in cookie culture. Nice. Yeah. Well, take care, everybody. Oh, liquor bundt cakes. Oh, yeah. I've had I'm real hit and miss with like liquor desserts. Sometimes like rum balls used to be a thing that were always around. Like on the cookie table, there'd be rum balls, and they're actually soaked in rum. So, but some desserts though that are liqueur. Oh, they have really terrible. I think these are all over the world, but specifically in Japan, they have the little chocolate bottles that are filled with all kinds of different liqueurs, but the kind of the old lady, kind of grandparents tasting kind of things. But it's really cheap chocolate wrapped in foil, and then inside is like a melon liqueur, or cinnamon, or all those the flavored, and then all kinds of I forget, like some of the branded, like Grand Marnier, or orange, like the orange liqueur and stuff. Inside chocolate, that's just the worst. Oh, thanks so much, Melwinius. It's really good. Yeah, thanks for catching live, and thanks for the donation. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you appreciate the Mutant Chronicles stuff. I really want to get back to that. And that's right, there is the Luna City Blues coming. So that's something to look forward to in that universe, because I know the designer he's a great guy and has some love for that setting. So hopefully that comes out. Hot dish. Yes, talking about a hot dish. Bring a hot dish to pass. Oh man, yeah, that's all the green bean casserole and all that stuff. Oh, I think there was some sweet potato, and there's some yams and marshmallow talk earlier. Nice. Yeah, take care, Mel, and thanks again. So and thanks everybody for hanging out. I appreciate having a busy chat. It really is a nice distraction, and we got some Christmas cartoons out of it as well. I didn't know if I was gonna get that done. Cool. Now I have to remember where to upload it. But very cool. So Merry Christmas, everybody. And I won't be back on this stream before the new year, but Chris and I will be back on the Upturned Table channel for the weekly on Thursday night, and then Friday we'll be back with some Alien. So thanks so much, and look forward to some cartoons in the new year. So it won't be too many, probably the middle of January. I'll try to do the January live stream, and we'll see how this next year is treating us by then. Oh yeah, it'll be post inauguration. It'll probably be post-inauguration before I get back to this. Hang in there, everybody. And yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and thanks as always. I appreciate the support and having such a fun conversation with everybody. Nice. Matt turned Midwestern during the pandemic. Very cool. All right, so take care, everyone. Yeah, K5, Agent Carolina, Dude, it's Vero, Matt, and of course, Melwinius. Thank you so much. Seeing everybody. Yeah, good to see. Good to see everybody. And we'll be back again soon in some way or another. So take care and see you then. Goodbye.